Hello everybody and welcome back to my channel. So for today's video, I'm going to be showing you guys a few different hairstyles that you can do on yourself at home. These are just easy go-to styles that should take you maybe 5 minutes. Granted, I know my hair is already curled, but even if you've got like the natural messy thing going on, that works too. So my hair is curled from this morning, so we're just going to use what we have. So for the first one, I'm going to be showing you a half up, half down. Now this is my go-to when my hair's maybe 2 or 3 days dirty and I tend to gather more oils up here, but I don't really want to wash my hair just yet. So for this first look, I am going to be taking a section off the top part, and I am going to be teasing this just so that I can create some good volume up there. I am not creating a specific shape up top as far as my section goes, but I'm definitely trying to make it even on both sides. Another reason I'm teasing is because I've had my hair parted down the middle all day, so this helps get rid of that line so that it doesn't split whenever I go to pin it. I do currently have dry shampoo in my hair from earlier, so that's what's helping me get that really good tease in there. So what you're going to do is take a section from the front and twist it to the back of your head, and you're going to pin that in place, and the teasing that I have in there is actually going to help me anchor my section down to my head. We're going to do the same on the other side, making sure you're twisting as you go, and also pin that in place. I am leaving some hair in the front loose as I do this because we're going to turn around and pin that back here in a second. I am now taking the pointy end of my comb and I am pulling out any hairs that maybe got pulled down whenever I pinned it, or if I feel like I need a little more volume, this helps give it a little bit of lift. Now taking a front section of hair, I'm going to use my comb to pull all of my short baby hairs up and out of the way. As I bring that front section to the back of my head, I'm making sure to twist it, and then I'm going to pin it into place. Same with the other side. I'm going to pull out my shorter baby hairs that are around my face, twist the section back, and overlap it over the other piece that I just pinned. And that completes look number 1. So for the second look, I do like to have a more dramatic side part. So one thing that really helps to make sure that you don't get a split there is that you basically marry that section of hair into the other side. And the way to do that is by teasing it really, really well, just to make sure that all that hair stays together throughout the day. So for this other side, I'm going to grab the top section and just tease it really well to make sure that I can get some lift and it's not flat to my head. I'm going to grab a section and twist it all the way back, making sure that I anchor it really well. So I'm going to use 2 bobby pins and I'm going to create the letter X and overlap them. You can't really tell because I have really dark hair, but if you overlap the bobby pins in an X, it'll really make sure that it's held down all day long. Grabbing the section below it, I'm going to be doing the exact same thing. I'm going to twist it behind my head and I'm going to pin it with 2 bobby pins in the form of an X. Then I'm going to take a section of hair from the very back and just tease it a little bit to make sure that everything is full and voluminous. And this, ladies and gentlemen, completes look number 2. So for our third look, it's actually going to be very similar to the first one, but we're putting it at the top of our head as opposed to the back. So we're just going to throw a little tease in here, make sure we don't have any splits, and we're going to take a section from the very front and we're going to kind of curb to the back of our head, just to create a small bump. Now if you look closely, I do a slight twist in the hair. That's going to help really bring all the hair together. And I'm going to be using one bobby pin on either side, kind of how we did before, forming the letter X. Now taking a small section from the front, I'm going to twist it and I'm going to overlap it and pin it in place. Now doing the same with the other side, take a small section, twist it behind you, and overlap that on top of the section that you just pinned. And this, ladies and gentlemen, completes look number 3. So for our 4th look, we're going to be taking a section from either side of our temples, and we're going to go back in a slight curve. And we're going to separate the top from the bottom. You can kind of see the shape that I went with here. Gonna pull out my little baby hairs. Now I'm going to be taking 2 of these clear hair ties, and I'm going to be wrapping them around my hair 3 times. Now, when I get to the 3rd time, I'm not going to pull it all the way through. I'm going to leave out maybe 3 to 4 inches of my ends. The look we're going for here is a messy top knot. So I'm going to start just randomly pulling sections and pinning them to the top of my head. I'm not going for a specific look. I'm not going for anything that's symmetrical. The messier the better, in my opinion. Once you get your pins in there, you can kind of tug at it and make sure that nothing's loose. Now for look number 5, we're just going to take all of our pins out and keep our ponytail in. And we're going to tease the very back section just to make sure that we don't get any splits where there might be any calyx. So here we're aiming for the Ariana Grande with the high ponytail. And we're going to be taking a section out of our ponytail and wrapping it around our clear hair tie so that we can disguise it. Once you've run out of hair, take a bobby pin and pin it in place. And that's look number 5. So for the last look, which I tend to wear on my really dirty hair days, is a messy bun. I have a lot of flyaways around my hairline, so I tend to brush those down so that they're not sticking up. Taking a hair tie, just wrapping it around. And since I'm doing all of my hair this time, I can only wrap it around twice. And on that last one, I'm not pulling it all the way through. Now I'm going to put a bobby pin on each side of the bun just to anchor these down. And then I'm going to deconstruct the bun and start pinning. So you can twist your bun around, pull up random pieces, find what you like. There's nothing specific, there's no pattern. Just make it really messy. I got these from my mama. Shout out to you, Arizona. So one way to dress up your messy bun is to throw in some accessories. And I'm using this cute little hair clip my mom got for me in the shape of some hair scissors. I'm also using these tiny little clips that I got off of Amazon, and they just clamp to the hair. So that completes today's video. I hope you enjoyed it. Don't forget to hit like and subscribe. I'll see you on the next one. Bye. Oh my god, guys. Get out! back to our regularly scheduled